buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, 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 buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, no matter where that may be at, whatever time you're listening or watching this. Lyrical's Thirsty. No matter what time you're listening or watching to this, I do hope that you are having a good day. Okay? That is genuinely my hope for you. And if you are not having a good day, let's flip that around somehow, okay? Let's start thinking about all the good stuff that's happened to you in the last 7 days. Let's think about all the things you've accomplished in the last 7 days, all those goals you have met, anything that went in your favor in the last 7 days. Don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on what went wrong, because that's what's going to keep that momentum of all the negativity in your life and all the negativity in your day. You don't want that, okay? So let's focus on all the things going positive and all the things going right, and let's start there so that we can flip your day from a bad day to a good day, all right? So I can't do that, unfortunately. It has to be you. And if we want to get technical, this is a one-sided conversation, so it's not like I can really ask you the questions and wait for the answers and then ask you for the next question like we do in coaching, because you guys aren't going to be able to respond. But I want you to focus on what has gone well for you in the last 7 days if you're not having a good day. All right. And I do this with my clients, and it always works. And my course does this as well. And I've got an amazing feedback from it. Just the thought of just when you, honestly, let's put it like this. Sometimes we just go through the motions, and we're just getting up and just going through our regular daily routine and just so on and so on. And we're not really present in the moment, right? But when you have to sit back and think about what you've come through and what you've done and what you've accomplished and what has gone well for you, you really start to realize, man, the negative does not outweigh the good. The good actually outweighs the negative. But because society is so accustomed to being focused on the negative and all the bad things that are going on in the world and all the things that are happening, like, you as a person just automatically gravitate towards the negativity and gravitate towards the bad. It is your job to stop yourself from doing that and actually gravitate towards that positive and focus on all those things that are going right and all those things that are going good for you, okay? That's your job. And I'm going to need you to get on your job so that you can be having a better productive day and so that you can have an amazing week, okay? So I'm going to need you to focus on that. That's all I'm going to ask. Now, what's up? What is up? What is good with you, my podcasters? How has it been? Like, for real? How much more do I have to ask questions and like throw things out there for y'all to want to interact with me? Like, boo, I want some interaction. I want some love. Can I get some love? I mean, I know y'all gotta have some questions for me. Y'all gotta know why am I so all over the place or something. There's gotta be something. There's always something. So what's up? Why y'all not hitting me up? How come you guys are not interacting with me? Like, I would love to know what content y'all want from me. You know what I'm saying? What would y'all like for me to provide you guys with? You know, like, all of my platforms are changing because my life is changing. I'm no longer in that ugly, dark place. Don't get me wrong. There's still dark days and there's still dark moments, but it's not an ugly, dark place. So I am actually present every single day. I am actually here. Okay, I am here. I am being productive. And now where are you? Why are you not here? Why are you not being productive? What's going on? Spill the tea. Let me know so I can help you. All right? That, I'm going to leave that alone because I already know y'all really don't want to talk to me, but it's okay. I'm not going to keep push, because then I'm just going to drive myself crazy pushing y'all to talk to me, and then y'all going to be like, Lynette, I'm going to stop listening to your ish if you don't cut it out. And then Lynette going to be like, no, baby, don't do that. Don't do that. But listen, for your first time listeners or your first time viewers, I am life coach for parents, Lynette. Okay. And I created this platform because I was in a very bad suicidal place, and I made a promise to my daughter that I would do whatever it took for me to stay on this earth. So I became my own support system because I couldn't find it. I have 2 high-functioning autistic children that also have mental illness, and I have an atypical preschooler who has nothing going on. So my household is a little more chaotic and crazy than what it should be. I have mental illness myself, and then also to top that off, we live in an extended stay. So we're all in one room. We're still trying to get on our feet. COVID really did hit us hard. Like, COVID for our household, it did a number on us, buddy. It did a number on us, and I'm still trying to, stand on my 2 feet. But I'm in a wheelchair now, so that's kind of hard to do. I can stand up and walk a little bit. I just can't walk long distance, so I'm limited on some of the things that I can do, and I'm trying to find other ways of making it work. I still have to be able to provide for my family, and I still have to be able to keep this roof over our heads. It may not be the ideal roof, but it's a roof. It's better than a shelter. We've been there. And that's what brought me to the journey of becoming a life coach for parents. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of experience as a parent. My oldest is 20. And then I have a lot of experience with kids that have needs as well. So that helps out a lot. But I was also a paraprofessional for a few years. I was a head preschool teacher for a few years. And I was a head toddler teacher for a few years. So I've always dealt with parents and supporting them and helping them. So I figured, why not become a life coach for parents? I mean, I know... Sorry, you guys, my shirt is like choking me. I know that the role can get hard, and if you're a single parent, it can even be harder. But even if you are, in a relationship or married or however the case may be, parenting can be hard, period. Because sometimes one parent will do more work than the other one, and the other one is just laid back and doesn't want to be that disciplinary or that, that person that's always the bad guy. They want to be the fun parent too, and sometimes that throws off the dynamic in the household because there can't be 2 of y'all. Somebody has to be, productive, and actually parent. But I wanted to provide you guys with some tips today, okay? I figured, why not? Let me just dish out some tips and see how it's going with you guys. So I'm going to tell you the 8 tips that I have for you, all right? So let's break this down. My first tip is going to be breathe, okay? It is very important for you to breathe. Now, let me say that again. I know it may sound silly I know it may sound like, what is this woman talking about? I breathe every single day. If I wasn't breathing, I wouldn't be alive. No. Sometimes parents tend to hold their breath waiting for the other shoe to drop. And then when the shoe does drop, they forget to breathe, woosah, check in mentally, make sure you good before you start doing what you got to do. So that's why my tip is breathe. Now, this is my explanation. Life sometimes seems to just pass on by, and in a way, we do forget to breathe. I am letting you know that before you complete any task as a parent, breathe first. This will help ensure that you are present, positive, and productive, okay? When you take those few minutes to just do that, you're centering yourself, okay? You're centering yourself. You're making sure that you're there, present in the moment, that you're feeling what you're supposed to be feeling, that they're valid, that there's a reason to why you're doing what you got to do. But you want to make sure that that breath is bringing life back into you before you make any moves, all right? Now let's get to parenting tip number 2. Take each day as a new day, all right? If yesterday was a hard day, then let it go. Let it go. Don't hold on to it. It is not going to help you or your children if you hold on to yesterday's stressors, all right? Do not carry anything towards the new day. Now, see, the way that I do this, I have a morning and an evenings page journal book. I would show it to you, but the laptop is sitting on it right now, so I can't. And it's a composition book. In the mornings, I empty out my emotions and my thoughts so that I can make sure that I'm an empty canvas for when that day starts and I don't have anything lingering from the night before, whether it was from my dreams or something that happened the day before that just had me irritated. And then at night, if I did have a hard day, I sit down and I empty out the day into that same, I empty out the day, not date, sorry, the day into that journal. And I let go of all those emotions, those thoughts, those feelings, whatever is holding me down. I let it go. So when the next morning comes, I'm fresh. I'm a blank canvas. I'm ready to parent. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to be a productive member of society. Sorry, you guys, for rocking back and forth, but my leg is low-key hurting me. Allow me 1 second. This is going to be a little hard. I need to move this leg before it becomes completely immobilized. All right, let's see how we're going to pull this off. Bear with me. I was all into my tips and wasn't paying attention to my body. No! I just dropped everything. I knew that was gonna happen. This is why I didn't want to move. This is exactly why I didn't want to move. Why? Because I knew I was gonna drop everything, and I'm not trying to drop everything. I'm trying to move my leg because my leg is hurting. But
well, you should just force it to not hurt.
Oh yes, that feels better. Oh yes.
Oh,
that feels so much better. Okay, so thank you for being patient with me, you guys. I'm sorry, but because I do have, issues with my legs, sometimes if I stay into a position for too long, it will cause like swelling, or my leg will go completely numb, and then I can't move it. Somebody else has to come and actually move it for me, because no matter how much I keep telling my mind is telling my leg to move, my leg won't move. All right, let's get back to it. Actually, yeah, let's get back to it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the podcast or the flow that I was going through. All right, back to parenting tips. Now we're going to parenting tip number 3. Make time for yourself. As parents, we tend to focus solely on our children, their needs, and their health. To be a productive and effective parent, you must ensure you are taking time for yourself. Re-energize yourself for the next day or task. All right, so with that being said, self-love, self-care is very extremely important. You cannot pour into others with your tank being empty. So let me give you the analogy. It's like a car, right? You need gas in order for it to go. Without the gas, the car is not going to go anywhere. So when your tank is on E, you're just going to put. That's it. You're not going to go nowhere. The car is not going to turn on. It's not going to move. It's not going to do anything. It's kind of the same thing with you. If you're not pouring back into yourself or taking time for yourself to build your vibration back up so that you can then pour into your family or pour into your children or pour into work or pour into whatever the case may be, this tip does not just fall for parents. It's actually for everybody in general. You have to take that time for yourself. You have to do that self-care and that self-love. That's why you be feeling so drained or exhausted or foggy or tired. Like when you pour back into you, you're re-energizing yourself all over again, all right? So let's get on to parenting tip number 4. And this one is, you got this. As parents, we don't focus on how much we are crushing it. We're responsible for the little people you've kept fed and cared for. It may not be perfect, but you're doing the darn thing. So relax. You got this. Like, example, all right? I never thought my family would end up in an extended stay. I mean, we're from the north, so we don't have extended stays in the north. And this is not the ideal situation for my family. This is not the ideal place for my family. Does that mean that I failed as a parent? No, it doesn't. Okay, it just means life happened and I have to roll with the punches, but I got this. I'm going to get out of here. We're going to get on our feet. We're going to make things work, and life is going to get back to what it was before COVID hit. All right? I have to remind myself, though, of this all of the time, because if something goes south or something goes wrong, automatically, boom, I failed. I failed as a parent. I failed my children, but that's not true. Sometimes you have to go through trials and tribulations to get to where you have to be. You have to learn some lessons, and sometimes those lessons are taught to you in failures, but guess what? Failure really isn't actually a failure. All right? It's just a lesson that's being taught to you, something that you need to learn so that you can move forward. All right, so now let's get to tip number 5. Regroup. All right, really simple. Regroup. Life can happen while you're trying to parent. When this happens, you should take time to regroup before handling your duties as a parent. Don't let life affect how you show up for your little ones. Now, when I say regroup, okay, that means if you find that you're yelling a little too much, or you're agitated or stressed out or overwhelmed or frustrated, stop. Don't bother the parent. Just regroup. Get your thoughts together. Get your emotions together. Check to see how you can put yourself in check before you turn around and parent, because you don't want to say anything that's going to actually harm or damage your child in the long run. All right, you don't want to cause anything emotional into your child. Like, emotional scars are just as bad. Matter of fact, I feel like they're worse than physical scars, because physical scars will look at me, sorry, physical scars, I can't talk right now, will heal, okay? But emotional scars, they always stay with a wound that is like fresh. It'll heal a little bit with a scab, but anything can take that scab off and reopen it all over again. So just regroup, all right? Now, parenting tip number 6. Manage stress level, all right? Everyone knows yelling gets us nowhere, but more agitated than necessary. Manage your stress level. If you are at that point, remove yourself so you can take a minute to get your levels down and proceed. There's nothing wrong with telling your children, go to your room, I'll get with you in a minute, okay? Mommy or daddy needs some time, and then I'll talk to y'all when I'm in a good headspace. There's nothing wrong with that. Guess what? You're teaching your children that it is okay to take time to regroup, to get your mind right, to manage everything that may show up as a factor while you are showing up, okay? Remember, you're teaching your children not just by your words, but by your actions and how you handle things. So that's extremely important so that they can be productive members of society when they get older. All right, now parenting tip number 7. Be kind to yourself. No one, and when I say no one, I mean no one is a perfect parent, okay? No one. So remember that. No one is a perfect parent. Parenting is like trial and error, all right? You'll make mistakes or feel like you failed. None of this is going to help you in this journey. One thing that will help is to be kind to yourself. You're doing the best that you can on a daily, and that is really what matters, all right? You're going to have some good days and you're going to have some bad days. That's okay. That's just part of life, all right? Don't mind the noise in the background. My daughter's cleaning. All right, so that's tip number 7. Now, tip number 8. What do you think that's gonna be? You got a guess? All right, I got y'all. Tip number 8 is follow me for more, okay? Follow me on my platforms, Parenting with Mental Illness. Follow me on my blog, Life as a Single Parent with Mental Illness. Follow me on TikTok, Parenting W Mental Illness. What else? Instagram is Parenting with Mental Illness. YouTube is Parenting with Mental Illness _Lynette. Just follow me and get more tips and just motivation and inspiration, and have me cheer for you so that you can be a better parent or a better productive member of society, however that may be. Now, those are all the tips that I have for you. I wanted to just give them to you like I did on my platforms, because I think it's important. Like, we forget certain things. We matter too. You know what I mean? Like, we're just as important as our children are. Like, without us, how are our children going to thrive? But they can't thrive if you're not thriving. All right? You have to keep that in mind. You have to be thriving in order for your children to thrive. That is extremely important, all right? And that is why I had to bring the parenting tips to you guys. I wanted y'all to be in a good headspace when it comes to parenting. I want y'all to realize that you guys are doing the darn thing, okay? You guys are rocking it, even though you think you may not be rocking it. It may not be perfect. Don't, please, by all means, it's okay if it's not perfect. Because, I mean, Did God himself not say we were made in his image? And I have yet to find one perfect human being in this earth. So that means that God himself is not perfect, okay? Keep that in mind. God himself is not perfect, all right? So can't be hard on yourself. You have to be kind and loving to yourself. That is extremely important. And then I want to talk to you guys about booking a call with me, okay? If you feel like you're a little overwhelmed or stressed out, or you don't have anybody that understands what's going on and can actually give you great advice or just be a good support system, I got you. That's what I am here for. All right, allow me to hold your hand and walk you through the steps that you need to be walked through. If you really feel like there's nobody in your corner, boo, I can be in your corner. All right, I can have your back. And while you got me, I will be there 100% whenever you need me. It does not matter what's going on, okay? I will be there for you to de-escalate you, to walk you off the ledge, to get your mind right, to build that self-love, self-worth, and self-esteem, to realize that you are a valuable person. Okay, and you need to invest in you. You are just as important. You're investing in your children, you're investing in shoes, you're investing in clothes and food and all these other things. But what about you? What are you doing for you? How are you showing up for you? How are you being productive for you? How are you supporting you? There is nothing wrong with needing some more help. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, okay? Listen, hey, hi, my name is Lynette, and I wish I would have had a life coach for parents when my kids were younger, because I needed that support system and I didn't have it. I had to struggle and fight and cry and fail and get back up and fail again and get back up again, and it was a lot. And then with me having mental illness, it made it even harder for me to function as a parent or as a productive member of society. Like, it was just very difficult for me. Sorry, my little one's being loud. I hope you guys don't hear her too loud. But yeah, that's all I really wanted from you guys today. That's all I wanted to drop and give you those gems. And honestly, I am really looking forward to getting to talk to some of y'all. I would love to be able to see how I can cheer for you and how I can help you. Also, if you would like to sign up for my email list, where I provide you motivational emails no more than 3 times a week, check that out on my website, coachingwithlynetteH.com. If you want to sign up for my course, What is Your Truth, which can help you deal with stressful situations, that is also on my website. I'm working on another workshop for next month. It's most likely going to be about either behaviors or parenting, not 100% sure yet. And then I want to remind you, I have a podcast with Sister Queen Coach Laquita coming up on the 19th that you guys are going to want to catch, because she's talking about getting ready for the new year and changing that mindset. And then I have another coach coming on to the podcast as well. She works with blended families, so she's going to talk about her trials and tribulations on how she got her 3 kids and her husband's 3 kids, and they became a blended family and had to go through trials and tribulations to get to learn each other and feel comfortable with each other, and things like that. You never know what families out there need this type of support. So I'm bringing it to my podcast and to my channel so that I can provide you guys as much support as I possibly can. I would look into checking out those podcasts. The one for the blended families is probably going to come out on the 26th. Okay, so I'll keep you guys updated, but look out for that. You know what I'm saying? If you know anybody who may need it, let them know to come catch my content so they can catch that chat. And if you guys have any questions, always feel free to email me. It's Lynette, LINETTE @ coachingwithlynetteH. If you want me to cover a topic If you want me to discuss something, even if it's a part of my life a little bit more deeper because you're trying to understand or relate or resonate or whatever the case may be, I am free to do this for you with no problems, all right? And if you do have questions and you send them to me, I can answer them on a podcast or I can answer them on my YouTube. Either way, I can get you your answers so that this way you don't feel alone. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. I may look like I bite, but I really don't, okay? I don't bite unless I'm in harm's way or my children are in harm's way or something is going to go down with my family. That is the only time. Outside of that, I love to help people as much as I can because I can't find the help that I need. And since I'm not able to find the help that I need, I'm going to make sure that I keep showing up for somebody else that needs me. All right? And I'm here because of that. So, you guys, I hope you're going to have an amazing day. And don't forget, please focus on the positive. Don't focus on the negative. Sorry, but the little one is not taking into consideration that I'm working right now. And that's not nice. No, because you lost that privilege with everything that you just did. That was not cool. You interrupted me and I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, but you were being loud. Sorry, you guys. This is why I don't record as much as I should, honestly speaking. But I gotta make it work any way that I can. So it is what it is. I gotta still show up. Whoever it bothers, my apologies for it bothering you. But I still have to be a parent either way. And it's just me. I'm a single mom with no support system. The only support system that I have is me, myself, and I. Pretty much. So I gotta do what I gotta do. But I do hope that you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And don't forget, please, to make it count, for today ain't promised to nobody. So let's make yesterday jealous. Love you guys. Bye.